Look at that view. This game is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, the goosebumps from staring at that. Look at that view, man. I guess we can make it a bit better. Wow. Hey guys, welcome back to Eidolon. Has not been a video in probably 2 or 3 weeks now. I recorded a crap ton of Toontown Rewritten because I played that like one night for like 5 hours straight. But I have not played anything else really in a couple weeks. I was at the beach for a week with my girlfriend, and then I came back. I had to work like extra. I worked like a week straight because we had crazy weather here. Then we had a family emergency happen and crazy stuff with that. Now my grandparents are in town. I've had medical problems. I've been going to like a slew of doctors. My heart is being weird and my thyroid isn't working. So I had tons of doctors. It's just been a little bit crazy. So I apologize for that. But I've missed this game. So we're going to go ahead and... So anyway, I was watching another YouTuber play this. A little bit from the start, and we missed a section of things. Remember we found that town? I think there were some lakes. There was another little region nearby that I think we kind of skirted around, maybe the start of that road area. And I watched him find a couple of notes that had other drawings and stuff. But I did notice that there's some duplicates around the map. So for instance, he found a note that I know we found here. It was a newspaper article that I know we found here. He found way out there. So I think they've kind of duplicated the orbs throughout here so that, you know, if you don't go the certain way, you'll still find everything. And if you do find it, you won't find it anywhere else. Like that one orb will disappear. But I know there was one area that we did miss, but I'm not really too worried about it. So we are in Seattle, or what is left of Seattle. And I have crossed the bridge here onto this island. Because there was... Yeah, he found this article. We found something in here. For the first time, a note that goes in this thing. And... Ooh, looks like rain's coming in. You hear animals too. But he found... We walked out to this island, there was an orb, and we found that. And I'm going to walk around a little bit here, and then we'll probably go to sleep before the sun comes up, because we won't want to get tired and sleep till later. How are we doing on food? Ooh, we need to make more. We need to get more food here. See if there's any animals worth hunting. I really just want to see if there's any orbs, because they're really easy to spot at night. Wow. I think the night sky with the stars is absolutely fantastic. Oh, it's so dark. I guess we need to go inside of that wall. We'll do this. I just want to record probably about 20 minutes here, not too terribly long. At least until we find something exciting. Oh, there's an orb over there. I just was like, there's probably more than one thing on this island, and I just didn't want to miss anything. Ooh. Yes, blueberries. We will take blueberries. Yeah, it looks like the sun's coming up. I miss being on the West Coast this summer. I really do. I miss the adventure. I miss the mountains. Ooh, is that a building there? Let's go to this orb first. There it is. Yeah, it looks like some building, some watchtower. Whoa. Alright, let's see what we got. Ooh, it's a picture. I bet you when the sun comes up we'll be able to see this view. It's a picture. Oh, there we go. This memorial was not built to remind us, for we will not forget what has happened in Seattle, nor is it to commemorate those who lost their lives, for they will always be held in our hearts. We don't need a statue for that. We need a statue as a community and as a nation to remind us that we are all unified. This was not a disaster that affected Seattle, not only the Pacific Northwest, but all of the West Coast and indeed the whole of the nation. Every American citizen today has felt heartache, has suffered, and knows that they are not alone in that. We build this memorial as penance. If only we could have acted sooner, if only we had known. We build this memorial as the work it is to remember that America is a place of hard work and no disaster will turn us from that. And in this stone we will put our own heartache to make us burden a light lighter. Eli Woolworth, 47th U.S. President. What president are we on now? 45th? 44th? 43rd? I should know that. Something like that. I bet you when the sun comes up, we'll be able to see the memorial here. Let's actually sleep, get a little bit of rested eye. The old urge, based on the ancient pinnacles, low, newer, higher pinnacles, from sciences and the modern still impelled, the old urge, Eidolons. I guess we got to eat one of our cooked fish. Let's see here. Yeah, so this is some monument. So the government was able to get out here to build such a thing. Oh, this is supposed to be like the skyline of Seattle, like looking out, like, this is the top of the Seattle needle, the Seattle needle, you know? I bet you that's what that is. And it's like looking out at the edge of the cliff here. Oh gosh. Oh shoot, you can't take fall damage. Oh gosh. Densities, growth, vacate, strata of mountain soils, rock, giant trees, oh gosh. Okay, so I basically was asleep again and I took serious injury. Let's eat this other fish. Can we heal ourselves up? Find something antibacterial and apply to affected area. Wounds have a chance of becoming festered. Festering wounds have a chance to cause illness. How do we get stuff? Shoot, we fell all the way down that. But really, I did not know you could take such... What is this? Okay, so this is the water, the Puget Sound down here. I don't want to swim across it, we're already ill. I say we go back up to that wall. Wow. I know we got injured before from the bear, and it eventually like healed itself, but there's always a chance it doesn't. I just don't know where we can get antibacterial stuff from. I guess it's an item you find? I guess. Alright, let's go back up across the bridge. Yeah, that's exactly what that view is supposed to be. Wow. Okay, there's the wall. Oh, that's got some of the building left on it. Where's the wall? Okay, there's the wall. I think we actually did get on the other side of it. Yeah, clearly we did. All the cars down there. Ooh. Blueberries. Guess we'll continue over that way. Because that's the wall I think we came across there. I just don't understand this beacon thing still. I know we got a little bit more insight into that, but to me it's still very bizarre. and we still don't have proof if there was some sort of, if there was other disasters. Like, we know there was kind of other things had happened, but were they just happened to do, or was it, you know, people just believing there was the second coming of Christ, or was there much more to that than just people thinking that that's why the world was ending? I want another map. I really do. We haven't seen any animals since the start. No foxes, no deer to hunt, no bear to get mauled by. Ooh, orb. I hear crows. What a weird place. What's it gonna be? Ooh, another, on the earthquake, another news clipping. University of Washington relocates to Bellevue. In the wake of the Seattle megathrust earthquake, the University of Washington will be relocating its main campus to Bellevue, Washington. The October 19th earthquake left the Seattle campus in ruins, says Vice Provost for Planning and Budgeting. It is in the best interest of our students that we pick up the pieces and build a bright future for them as soon as possible. Some pushback against the decision has come from the Seattle United Front, SUF, an organization that aims to preserve Seattle's place as the center for commerce and education in Washington state. Clearly you can't, though. We'll look at it. SUF President Lerone Brown has spoken out against the University of Washington for its decision to leave Seattle behind. It's cowardice on the part of the administration that they won't fight for their city. SUF has been in conflict with several large businesses and organizations in the days since the megathrust earthquake, including the taxpayer-funded Reach Corporation. Reach plans to relocate to Bellevue within the year. The past 2 weeks have been impossibly difficult for what remains of Seattle. Spokesperson for the mayor's office: we are still mourning our incredible losses, but we need to look to the future. In the same statement, Montgomery assured Seattleites that the mayor's office would remain active as long as people remained in Seattle. The University of Washington's administration insists that the move is in the best interest of their students, but their views on the issue go even further. De Louville's statement on the press went on to say, Seattle will never want to be what it was. Seattle will never be what it was. It is not disloyal or cowardly to admit that our once great city lies in ruins, that we have lost too much here to go on. The decision to abandon our Seattle campus was not made lightly, but we firmly believe that it was the right choice. Furthermore, we believe it is in the best interest of all of Washington State for the rest of Seattle to follow suit. Leave this place to those we have lost. SUF plans to release a response to the Vice Provost Tuesday evening. Oh yeah, the blackberries go bad. The blueberries do. We really need to get more food. Might have to go, we should have fished while we were down there. So, I mean, there was obviously dispute. I mean, that was people talked about, you know, New Orleans. Are we leaving New Orleans? Do we bring New Orleans back? What do we, you know, we didn't know how destroyed it was. And it's, I think it's, I mean, shoot, like if my city here, like, I feel like connected to it, but at the same time, it's like, if it's like this, I mean, it's one thing when you have, oh, another orb. We'll get this and they'll probably be the episode. I mean, it's one thing if you've got like, if it's just kind of a cleanup or part of it, but if you had, you can't, how do you, I couldn't imagine cleaning up for this. And it's also the loss of, oh, there's another orb over there. It's also the loss of life. Like, there's so much loss of life. I'm not sure what you would do. Like, it's one of those places where it's like, you can't, I don't know if I could stay in a place that had so much loss. I would say that my family would probably leave. Okay, what is this? Whoa. Volume 1, May 2058. Yeah, if we're on President 43, 44, 43, I want to say something like that. Wait, George Bush was 42, I think. So if we're somewhere here, that's like 4 to 8 years each to 49th. Makes sense that, you know, right around 2050 is when this stuff's gonna happen. But megahertz, MHz, Anders limb. What is that noise? Is that the music? Stitches on the hand, cut on the arm. He's got tubes up his nose. Ice pack on his head. Tons of graves, creepy church. Your monthly dose of hurt. A memento mori for the pain-free generation. Remember, you are human. Oh, ooh. The people that have... Oh God. I'm scared. I'm gonna make a fire. Ooh, there's another orb over there. I'm scared. If we sleep, we're gonna need food when we wake up. It's really dark over there. We'll go get this orb. So the people that have the beacons don't experience pain or illness or sickness. And oh, there's two. So I guess that's just like kind of like satire to be like, there's some of us that are still in pain and suffering that cannot get into these towns with the beacons. Which is kind of really creepy. What is this on? This is Cultist. There was another meeting today. This one was longer, and it was in John St. Pierce's basement. Everyone was there, plus a new woman I didn't recognize. Her name was Miss Levine, though I didn't know if Miss was her first name or just what people called her. I don't trust her, though. He really liked her and took her around to meet everybody. Her hand was too warm when I shook it. Ruse said I was just jealous because she thinks I love John St. Pierre. Well, whether I do or I don't isn't important if there is someone infiltrating the meetings. I'll need to take this to Yale's. He's the only one John St. Pierre's will listen to anyway. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, there's so many orbs. Can we see our fire up there? Or if the rain put it out. Okay, it's more to this. Yale's told me to grow up, which was more than a little rude if you ask me. I'm just trying to look out for the movement. I don't want anything to go wrong, and I don't know that John St. Pierre doesn't either. The abyss was my only consolation when I got home. Well, maybe not the only one. Ruse something didn't hurt. Anyway, I read one of her speeches again, and it just made me more sure that she is all but divine herself. The devil will try to tempt us. The devil will try to lure and slam us with promises that assure us with promises that God won't make, and for good reason. What we need to believe to be... I can't read this. To be are nothing compared to what we face now, what we face instead of our mortality. Only God should should know infinity because God is wise enough to know it. Let those who would stand in the Lord's place know the Lord's power. Let those who would claim the wisdom feel his righteousness. We are not meant to know that which he knows. Okay, I'm not sure where these are going, but we need food. I should probably fish. Because if we get too hungry, I won't be able to walk around nice and easy. Alright, let's get this and then we'll go back to the fire and the water. I'm sure I'll see more from this one, but let's go back and get that one way at the start. Because it looks like we have a series of notes here. Okay, I'm starting to get a little tired too. Yeah, it's a series of notes. The Abyss was a talk show last night. Oh, the Abyss was on a talk show last night and she talked about what salvation means. And I thought it up to John St. Pierre, and he said I should lead a meeting for the movement and talk about her techniques. He just said he needs to talk to Yale's and somebody else, Rothschild, and make sure it will work, but I've already started planning it out and I know it's going to be great. I will make the Abyss proud. On a less happy note, I had almost forgotten about that Miss Levine woman until she showed up at another meeting and started clinging to John St. Pierre again. She obviously doesn't know much, or she would know that he's not available. I think he loves me. I really think he does. Okay, some weird conflict going on there. But also noticing something about the movement, the Abyss, a cult that has basically built up. Oh, blackberries. Or blueberries. It's something to eat. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure where this is going. Something about the details of this stuff with the movement. I need more background on this, but something is happening and something to keep in the back of our heads. Because obviously after a disaster like this, some serious conflicts were going on amongst the city. And there seems to be a second wave of events that happen with the forms of the beacons in the walled city, and then the takedown of that walled city and stuff. Yep, there's our fire. Alright. Well, because we saw it, I guess I'll walk over here. I know this episode might be getting a little long now. It's so foggy, I can't see anything. I know it was over here somewhere. Maybe over this hill? What's that? Oh, the road. The Road. Oh my gosh, have I mentioned The Road? Have any of you read that book? I had to read that in my IB English class, and I did a bunch of papers on it. Oh my gosh, it was fantastic. Talk about a book to analyze. Where is the green orb? Huh. It's too foggy, I can't see. It was like right over here, was it not? Alright, over to this hill, I guess. Okay, if you haven't, I don't... Talk about a good post-apocalyptic book. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Yeah, okay, I'll have to look for it next episode when it's not so foggy. Next episode, we need to get food, make sure we eventually get healed up. I guess just over time and hanging out. We got a couple more notes, some background information, an interesting monument, just some perspective of how other people reacted, but still nothing that really built on the story of what happened to the rest of the world, if it's still there, and how this game is going to end, or if it's going to end, and what's going to happen with that. So, thank you guys so much for watching on this sort of ASMR type Let's Play. I'm off to bed, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya!
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Season 10 of Tornado Survival has begun. Click here in the top right to see the first episode in that series. If you'd like to check out my Minecraft server Avius, click here in the top left. Click the link below to follow me on Twitter to get the latest on my channel. And if you've liked what you've seen so far, click the big banner below to subscribe.